Good morning and welcome to Moonlit Mornings, a quiet Sunday morning life reflection series dedicated to my grandpa, who taught me that there's magic in the mornings before the rest of the world wakes up. I'm Freya Harmony, and I'm here to speak the truths that they want left unspoken to help you tap into your power, protection, prosperity, and peace. And today, I don't want anyone to take this personal, but it's stuff that needs to be said. If it sounds mean, it sounds mean. I'm dual, baby. I'm light, I'm dark, I'm mean. It is what it is. But if it sounds like I'm talking about you, to you, or for you, maybe I am. More than likely, I'm not. More than likely, I'm making general observations about humanity in general that fascinate me. And I promise you, I do not wake up every morning with a spreadsheet and a cup of coffee and a list of everybody who's ever committed a discretion against me, complete with color coded revenge jokes. It is what it is. It's in general. Okay, so we're gonna talk. But today, what I'm picking up on in the energy when I'm generally speaking, it's not about anybody, but it might be about everybody. I guess if you're guilty, you're guilty, right? And if you're not guilty, you've just been made to feel like you're guilty. Congratulations, we're in the same boat, and I'm just as confused as you are. Nothing I say is an indictment or anything else. As a matter of fact, I couldn't get even an investigation if I begged on my knees because I was like being followed around for almost a decade. But but let's talk about that too, because you're a bitter, angry person when you go seeking out things you disagree with or seeking out a person you don't like just so you can be angry. I know you're a bitter, angry person when you go out of your way to destroy somebody, or when you go out of your way to destroy yourself and try to bring somebody down with you just when they're doing good. If you dislike somebody and you go face to face with them just to be able to argue with them, you're actively searching for reasons to be offended, to be mad, to be angry with somebody. And if you're going out of your way to do that, to spread that kind of thing or hate or take somebody down, whether it's private conversations, stir the pot, destroying somebody's character, destroying somebody's reputation, or convincing everybody that the conversation you are having is completely taken out of context and somehow about you, you might not be the victim in that story. And talking to your best friend is not necessarily something that should be whatever, especially when that person's coming to you because these people have been doing it to them their entire life and they're trying to get away. I mean, after all, why would you go searching it out or caring what they think when other people's opinion of you is none of your business? Remember? Not sure why we're not getting the lighting just right on this today, so let's see if we can fix that. It's crazy how their conversation was probably never even about you. The jokes were probably never even about anybody. Just general observations about humanity in general. Imagine that. I guess people hear 3 words of the conversation, invent the entire context around it, and then get mad at the story that they wrote in their own head, huh? I'm not above it. Me included. Me included. We're all human over here. Apparently, there's people that want that consideration without giving it, though. Still, not about anybody in particular, just about human behavior directly. Absolutely fascinating, isn't it? But, okay, so with that rant and tangent out of the way, we're on the subject. There's another thing I've noticed. Those same people that go out of their way to hurt you, the same people that are mean to you, are the same ones we run back to. There's a whole lot of people who have spent their entire lives being bullied, picked on, overlooked, rejected. I don't know what's going on with this light. And treated like they didn't matter by so many people. I've seen those same people get a love of a lifetime. And they'll still talk about how badly they want loyalty, how badly they want acceptance, somebody to care about them, to love them, how they just want to be an asshole and be loved through it. That kind of understanding, that kind of love. And it was being handed to you. It was given freely. It was somebody who saw you for what nobody else could see. They chose you. They were there for you. They stayed for you. And then the second somebody came back around, somebody who was mean to you from the entire time and showed you a little bit of attention, you threw that person, that once in a lifetime love, right under the damn bus. You went out of your way to make sure what they told you they didn't like was what you were doing. And the person that came back to you, only seeing that you were in that once in a lifetime love, and they were destroying themselves. So they give you a little bit of attention to make you destroy yourself as well. And now you're volunteering for the very thing that destroyed you in the first place, that was sent to destroy you, that had been trying to destroy you your whole life, and you ran right back to it, participated in it, chose it. And yet the same people that genuinely loved you, defended you, stuck up for you, standing there wondering, what the hell did I do wrong? Why couldn't I have been enough for you? You were enough for me, and I had more than you. I cared about you. I showed up for you. I listened to you. Until that switch flipped. But nobody ever wants to talk about what happened over and over and over again to make that switch flip. And I guess that's what flips the switch for me personally. When I see that you don't like me, when I see I don't like the way you're treated, I leave. I'm not making the choice to go over there. I see what's destroying things, and I'm not making that choice. I'm going to step away from it. Not to say I've never made a mistake and not done it, or even chose that same mistake again. But I still chose to walk away from it enough times that it's going to stay over there, and I'm going to stay over here in peace. If I don't enjoy what you're doing, if I don't enjoy who you are, if I didn't like being in your energy, I'm not going to go seek you out. I'm going to block. I'm not going to watch. And I'm going to make sure you stay out of my energy, period. Because if you're dysregulating someone, dysregulating their nervous system, and it's all getting twisted up, and suddenly every single moment they're around you feels like they got to get away, and then everybody else they talk to is word vomit because they're trying in a fight or flight survival mode. You're the person they don't need to be building a summer home in your life. They need to leave. But I'm going to leave, personally. I'm not going to sit around and wait for you to keep doing it over and over and over again. So maybe that's why I keep getting to the points where I like to see people's ugly before I ever see their beauty. And it has nothing to do with what you look like on the outside. But you do me dirty, you do me wrong, you abuse me, and I guarantee you I'm not going to keep my mouth shut about who you really are and the part of you I've seen in you. Because if you can do it to somebody, you can do it to anybody. That is your character, and that matters. Who are you when somebody tells you no? Who are you when life is constantly being disrespectful to you and knocking you on your ass? Who are you when things don't go your way? We all have those moments. We all have meltdowns. We all have moments. And anybody can pop out on their best day. Anybody can convince you that because they look good this day and they're charming on this day that they're worthy. Anybody can be polished enough that they trick you into automatically believing them. They can look worthy of the investment when life is handing lemons and enough to get whatever they want from somebody who they don't give a shit about anyway. It's hard to believe you're worthy when you're depressed, when you're struggling, it's hard to get into the mode where you want to pop out, especially after those people have exhausted you, hurt you, thrown you every which way you can go. You're stuck laying in bed wondering how you're going to keep going. You going back to choose those people is exactly what's going to keep you in that bed. That tells you who really loves you, who's there for you, who's treating you well, who's sticking up for you, who's loving you when you can't even see you. Everybody deserves that one person that'll love them like that. If you can't be that for somebody, leave them alone. If you can't be the person that sees their flaws and stays, leave them alone. Walking away is the only way you're going to find your happiness again, because you don't deserve to be treated like that. Find the person who doesn't need you to become somebody else in order to love you. We all want that. Most of us deserve that. So when you find it, don't drop it on the ground and watch it shatter just because the explosion or the result is pretty cool. Sorry, it was really important to be unwanted and being valued are not the same thing. We all know that. And sometimes they just want you to be as bad as they are. Keep that in mind. People who hurt you, they don't come back because they changed. They come back because they're finally seeing somebody finally showed up for you and love you. And they want to take that from you. That's the only reason they come back. It's mean. It's cruel. And those type of people you need to stay away from. You're the Queen of Pentacles. You know, one of the saddest things I've ever seen is watch somebody finally get that once in a lifetime love. It's sad. Just to go back to the people that they know damn well hurt them. To go back to the people that they wanted so badly to accept them. And that person was never going to accept you. That person is horrible. They were never going to give you their validation, and if they did, it was a fake. So I want to go into the numbers of today. The 6/7/2026. 6/7 breaks down to 13. 6/7/2026 breaks down to 5. So the energy we're at today is 13, transforming the number. A lot of people say it's a curse. 13 is not the cursed number, all right? As a matter of fact, you get an extra one in a baker's dozen, don't you? 5 is a number of battles, of changing, of working through whatever might be thrown at you. And then with the 13 on top of that, 13 is actually the number you're at when you're standing at the precipice, like right before it's time to fight. You know, the catalyst has just happened. Now you're standing at, do I decide to fight? Do I decide to go into this battle? Do I decide to stand up for myself and become the villain that they are already telling people I am? 13 is that moment that you don't know how you're going to win this fight, but you have to fight this fight, because how else can you do anything but fight this fight? You're tired and exhausted, but hurt too much to quit. You have no choice but to fight back, because you know at the end of this fight is rest that you're not going to get if you just stop for a moment. And with that, we're going to get into our earth, air, fire, water signs for the week. Oh, okay. By the way, 5s is also freedom. You can't get to freedom without fighting through the things that imprison you. So while, you know, everything's changing, 13 is standing up and deciding what you're going to change. So let's see, what do we have for water signs? I'm pulling up as one of the final stages of grief with the water signs. This is a final acceptance of something that, whether it's a version of you, whether it's things that you've made in the past, it's like you finally come to, I know the past is the past. I can leave it there. I can't change it. But what I can do is change me. What I can do is decide that this grief and this sadness and this sorrow is not what's going to hold me back. So what advice for our water signs do you have for them, Spirit, to start them on this journey of standing back up for themselves and continuing this fight for them and their family? Page of Wands. Think a little bit carefully about what it is you're going to be doing and how you're going to get there. Yes, you've decided to make the biggest choice of all, and that absolutely is deciding to be a better person for you and those that you love. Hold on. What else do water signs need to know for the week ahead, Spirit? Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Right now is not the time to walk away from your people. Whatever this grief and acceptance you're coming to, whatever you've realized is what it is. Spirit's telling you, even though you feel like these people that are in your life and trying to support you, for some reason you're feeling like they don't like you, like they don't want you. But Spirit's saying hold tight, but maybe communicate that you need some alone time here, that you can't look at anything, that you are not in the right state of mind to be making decisions. And that's how you actually end up nourishing the connections. I need space alone, but please check on me every now and then. That might be a good thing to add in too. Six of Pentacles. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Five of Swords in the reverse. Five of Wands. You don't feel like fighting with anybody right now in order to make the decisions that you need to make for further endeavors, because we're tapping into that 13 energy right now. You've accepted it. You've decided that it's no longer going to hold you back, but that doesn't mean you're ready to actually take the steps forward. Sit and think with that for a while. Just not because you're wrong, not because you're making wrong choices or anything like that, but it's just something to be mindful of with whatever it is you're accepting. Once again, if it don't apply, let it fly, okay? So let's go into fire signs. Fire signs. Whatever this is, you're feeling like you've been in a state of failure for a minute. Like whatever's going on here, it's not even that you failed. It's that you've just decided that you're going to succeed under whatever circumstances you can. You might not be sure how, but you know you're going to step into this goal to make whatever dream you've been dreaming come true. I want to know, what is this dream that these fire signs have decided? I feel like not too long ago it was time that you were feeling burnt out. You've rested and now you're getting back up, because it's okay to rest. It wasn't a fail. It didn't turn out the way you wanted it to turn out. But whatever it was, mistake you've made, whatever it was that you sat down, you realized what you did, whatever you were fighting against, that you were so tired. Your happiness, your family, that's what you're fighting for. Justice within it. Because you feel like it's your fate to make things right in this somehow. Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Be cautious of this fast moving. Spirit still wants you to tread lightly. You can't just go gung-ho into things, because that's how you make mistakes. When you're ready to go gung-ho, make sure you have every step down to the right way. Nine of Pentacles. That way the fruit comes in the way it should. What else for fire signs this week and the week ahead? Four of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. You're protecting your judgments. Right now you need to have patience with yourself. That last setback, you might feel like it left you out in the cold with yourself. Definitely. Queen of Swords. You're definitely fighting for this connection here, because you feel like it is your happily ever after. And whatever it is, you've definitely decided that you're not going to take an overall failure as an option. And that's good. So now we're going to go into earth signs. Earth signs. Earth signs. Stop building documentaries in your head is what I'm picking up. That's what Spirit wants you to know for the week ahead. Earth signs. Stop building documentaries in your head. The Emperor in the reverse. Whatever happened, whatever you went through, 8 of Cups in the reverse, you haven't walked away from. You're still looking for whatever it is, but the problem is you're trying to build a documentary. You're trying to figure out what happened, why it happened, how to explain how it happened, and get down to the science behind it, the Hermit. And the problem is you feel all alone in this endeavor because nobody wants to go through all that. The High Priestess. However, you do have a lot of secret knowledge. You do have a lot of trivial beliefs in here, and you are still the damn Empress. So what else do my earth signs need to know for the week ahead, Spirit? The World. Cycles. You have the power to close the cycles that you don't want to be in. Oh, shit. You have the power to close out all the cycles that are hurting you. You have the cycle that, or you have the knowledge, and you're ready to stop living in sadness and regret for whatever it was. Your circumstances have changed. You have taken every punch. You have followed through. Look at that Strength card. Look at how beautiful she is with her lion. You've had the hard times of life. The transformation coming through is the new ones. How do you fix something without knowing the why? I totally get that. But paraphrasing can be good too. Clarity for your new journey. New words of wisdom that you thought you would never have to say. Air signs. Air signs, air signs, air signs. What do we have for you this week? So with air signs, what I'm picking up on are thoughts and words. Not everything has to come to the surface. Not every thought needs to be said. But ultimately, words, thoughts, feelings are just air. It's just a little breeze on the wind. 4 of Wands. This is a feeling of somebody worrying too much about who's in their community is for them and who isn't. Why is that? Why is that they're a little too worried about that? 8 of Cups. Because these people that are in your community that you do need to worry about, that you are wishing for their love, you're wishing for their acceptance, they walked away. They walked away, and all they have left for you, Knight of Cups, is no longer what you need. It's not what you need to be dwelling on either. There's a lot of other people. It's time to go find your soul tribe. Their thoughts was never your problem. How they seen you was never their problem. While you're trying to escape whatever kind of love that they couldn't give you, you don't have to be so defensive for the next time. Ace of Pentacles, the Sun. You're going to enact this new wisdom, and you're going to see the opportunities as they arise. It's going to be so hard for anybody to cloak themselves in your energy or to get something that you're not willing to give from here on out. And that is totally fair. That is totally what you need to be. And that is totally, I'm getting the training that you're always going to need to have and hold with you. 9 of Pentacles is in the reverse, but we also have the Moon here in the reverse. All these secrets coming out about rotten fruit and the Tower that it's causing. Queen of Cups. 10 of Cups in the reverse. And the 9 of Wands. There's an action here. But you see how it's growing new life? You have a whole new life ahead. And now you have the wisdom to implement exactly what you want from it. And I'm going to leave that right there. I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful week. Go ahead and check out my link in my bio. I am going to leave a spot here and show you all the astral dream spheres that I have right now. If you're interested in one, go ahead and give me a comment, DM me, however you guys want to get a hold of me. They're not on the website yet. They will be soon. The charger to my computer broke and I'm not able to do it from my phone. Technical difficulties with that. So I hope y'all have a great day, a great week, and I will see you guys again soon. Love you, miss you, bye.